Good evening, I'm John Swanner. Breaking news tonight as fire breaks out at an Indiana State University dormitory. The fire starting around 9:45 this evening in Bloomberg Hall on the southern part of the Indiana State University campus. Let's join now WTWO's Katie Shane live on the scene of this fire with the very latest information. Katie?
Well, thanks, John. And as you said, it was a fire at Indiana State University. It was in the Bloomberg dorm, which I'm being told it was on a men's floor, and a lot of people around here, RAs and different students, are saying it might have been a candle is what they're hearing the rumor around here. Now, we don't have much information right now. We're waiting to talk to Terre Haute firefighter, Public Information Director Jeff Fisher. He'll have more information coming up in just a couple of minutes. But what he does know is 6 engines responded, 2 ladder trucks, and 2 medic unions. Now, we'll have a story later on about a firefighter's benefit dinner that was going on at Holman Center, so they were all really close to this area. And then they had so many different units respond because there was a second alarm called in, so it was pretty bad from what we're hearing. No injuries were reported, so that's really good news. Now, we have a couple students to come talk to us. We'll have them come right over here. So, you guys, tell me a little bit about what happened. Where were you, and, what were things going on? How were you evacuated?
Well, I was in my room in Cromwell, which is the building next to it, and all of a sudden we just heard people screaming outside, and we went and looked out the window, and there was a whole bunch of kids and fire alarms. So we next thing we know, we're getting evacuated also. So we just had to hurry up and get out of the room, and they just told us to stand back.
Well, we did some interviews with people before we talked to you guys, and what were some of the things that people have been saying, some of maybe the things that your RAs or different students were telling you guys?
I heard from people wandering around it was a candle. I wasn't here at the time that it had occurred. I was coming from across campus, and we saw smoke, and we smelled something, and everyone was running over here, and that's when we had heard. I heard that it was the whole floor, so of course there's going to be rumors, but the RAs took pretty good precautions, keeping everyone together, and then, deciding what was going to be done.
Right, yeah, when we got here, RAs were doing head counts. We couldn't talk to that many students until they knew that everybody was present and accounted for. Now, what is your reaction to all this? I know you said you've got homework to do, so how nerve-wracking is this for you?
I'm pretty upset. I do have a speech that I have to give at 9 o'clock in the morning that I would like to be preparing for. It's also nerve-wracking because it's not my building that was on fire, so I don't know, I just don't like not being able to get into my building.
Right, well, you know what, if you can't do that speech, just show them this tape and maybe they'll give you credit for that. Girls, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And now we have Jeff Fisher here from the Terre Haute Fire Department. So thank you so much for coming over here and talking to us. Tell me a little bit about what you know. I know details are sketchy right now.
Okay, there was a fire on the 11th floor, Bloomberg Hall. That room was pretty much destroyed. We did have fire extinguishing going to 2 other rooms. Those rooms, minor damage to those 2 rooms. The floor above, the 12th floor, also had some fire extinction, and it is minor damage to that room also. At this time, our investigators are inside trying to determine what actually happened.
Well, we heard it might have been a candle. Can you confirm or deny that right now?
I cannot confirm that this time because our investigators are inside. When you have a fire with this much destroyed room, it's really hard to determine what happened. But our guys are good, and they'll find out what happened.
Well, you guys are good, and you got so many people here so quickly. But what about the RAs and the people from Indiana State? Because when I got here, there were just hordes of people outside. Everybody was doing head counts. What does this say about the dorms and the residential services here?
Well, I just want to say that the RA's done an outstanding job as far as evacuating the students out of the building. There was a report that one RA did have some smoke inhalation. They was treated on scene with some oxygen. They're doing great. Nobody was transported to a hospital. But I can't say enough about the RAs getting the kids out of the building safely.
Well, any fire, no matter how big or how small, it's very traumatizing to people. But what about students? We talked to students that had homework to do, that were worried about their belongings. How stressful is this?
Well, it's pretty stressful. These kids, some of them are going to be studying for tests tomorrow. they just need to relax and just take it easy. Just take a moment, drink a cup of coffee, and relax. This is a situation where they need to just take it easy, I guess.
Hey, Jeff Fisher, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now, that's really all the information we have right now. We're going to stay on scene, see what we can find out. We'll be updating our website. That's mywabashvalley.com. And we'll have plenty on the morning show tomorrow morning and live at 5 and the evening edition. So just check back with us. We'll try to get you information as soon as we can. John, I'll send it back to you.
Katie Shane reporting live at the Indiana State University campus. Thank you so much, Katie, for your work tonight.